Oh man, another windy one out on the Delta. What is going on, everybody? Today's video is actually going to be covering 2 days of fishing out on the California Delta, and there's a purpose for it other than fun fishing. Of course, it's always fun fishing, but there's a purpose behind these 2 days. We are practicing, preparing for an upcoming tournament on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and we'll be fishing all of today, all of tomorrow, and tournament on Saturday. Saturday is the Yak-a-Bass Big Brawl event, another specialty tournament where you're not looking for 5 fish, you're looking for one big bass. One fish, one bite is all you need to win the tournament. To go along with that, they're doing hourly bass for 8 hours of the tournament each hour. The one curveball is not only is the California Delta in play, but also Clear Lake. On paper, Clear Lake looks like the better choice to catch overall better quality fish. We can catch a lot of 18 to 21 inch fish at Clear Lake. I think a lot of the hourly big fish will probably be Clear Lake, but the 22 inch fish, the 23, the 24 inch fish, the big ones, I think the big fish of the tournament, or at least what I'm hoping, will be from California Delta. I mean, heck, the past 5 years in California, 8 or 9 out of the 10 biggest fish we've ever caught have come out of the Delta. That being said, we've got today and tomorrow to pre-fish, to scout out a few areas, and you know what? If it's terrible, if it's tough, we might just jam up to Clear Lake on Friday for that tournament. But that is the video for today, guys. 2 days out on the Delta. It's windy, it's gonna be hot, got a massive moon, a big tide swing, so we'll see if these fish want to play or not. Alright, let's go. Let's double buzz it up. I think this is my first time ever throwing a double buzz. Been throwing that quad buzz quite a bit, but why not give the double buzz a whirl? You can see how high this tide is. I think we're gonna have a 5-foot tidal swing today. Isn't that crazy? 5 feet. By 1 o'clock, this water will be 5 foot down from this bank. I think success for me today would be getting 2 or 3 quality fish. 2 big fish punching or on the frog, or a big, you know, big bait, big moving bait, something like this. So like the thing with the Delta, those big ones, I think, just group up in certain areas. If you can find that area and present the right stuff to them, you can give yourself a chance at some big fish. Well, so far, not a single bite, not as much vegetation as I was hoping for either. Hoping for some more hyacinth and punchable stuff, but looks like they did a little sprayage back here. And the tide being so high right now, it's almost like too high. It's like there's too much water above these fish's heads. Yeah, look at that little duckweedage. Oh my God. Dude, I mean, not a giant, but I thought it was a giant. Oh my God. Well, even in the dead stuff, there are a couple of fish. Dude, that one was like airborne for it. All right, first bite of the day on the frog. You know, you find this duckweed, no matter what, dead or alive. It's not like they live under it. It's just when you have it, it makes it so much easier to trick a fish to come through and bust. I wouldn't count that as a big one. Oh my God, see, that thing ate the bait. Like, I feel like I threw it in its mouth. I'm not even sure if that counts as a double buzzbait fish. I'm pretty sure the fish was just sitting there with its mouth open and it landed in it. Oh, I guess they are biting the buzzbait. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna do much for the big fish tournament. It's a bite though. Chatterbait, or should I say slobberknocker. Well, there's some fish biting today. Part of me was worried about that full moon, making it like potentially a crazy tough bite. I don't think it's gonna be crazy tough, just Gotta see what kind of quality we can still get from here. That doesn't count as a big one, it's a medium. And a little pocket though. That seemed like a big blow up. What the heck? Of course I wasn't paying attention. There we go. A little better. Slobberknocker fish. Still doesn't get me too excited. I need like that 4 or 5 pound fish to really get the juices flowing. It's been tough. Tried a lot of stuff, a lot of baits, and not having too much luck. Tide is dropping, water's moving, and that's always like the trickiest part on the Delta. Like if you don't hit the right area at the right time on the right tide with the right bait, you could be missing everything. I mean, we could have gone over an area absolutely loaded with giant fish, and if we just are off with one of those factors, it's gonna fish right over them. Well, maybe they want the old slobberknocker. A couple quick bites in succession. A little better. Oh, yeah, it is a little better. This one's like borderline getting me excited. Probably not an hourly winner even, but a little better. I think some of these fish are coming off like the grass line. I'm just rolling it over their head. I'm going a little slower with this thing. New Berkeley slobberknocker, bluegill colored blade bait. Got a little power stinger trailer on the back. I like that power stinger too because it's got that like honeycomb body. Gives off some extra water, extra vibration down there. Oh, see? And it's durable too. It's kind of got that stretch. Outside grass line. It's about the same size as the last one. Yeah, these fish are a little deeper right now. Look on the graph, you can, I guess you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Right here where the grass starts, it's like right on that edge, that deeper grass line. I think they're just sitting there. Got a little wind, water's a little stained. Yeah, makes sense they're biting this. Just got to put it in front of them though. See, I saw that one come from the grass. Not a big one, but I saw the direction he came from. He came from out here. Kind sir just confirmed our theory of where these fish are setting up. Before I was just beating bank, and it was hard not to because that stuff's good. There's some cover, some depth underneath those canopies. Toolies, looks like they should be sitting under there, and they, you know, they could be, some of them, but we just weren't getting bit. Just move out a little bit and here they are. Oh, I got another bite. My God, it's a miracle we're actually catching them on a blade bait today. How long has it been since we've caught them on a blade bait? Seems like forever. Just coming up and getting it. Ooh, that's a little better. And we're trending upwards. Trending upwards. And we're getting bites. Just need the big bites. Wondering when this tide gets lower if I'll be able to punch these fish like when it gets real low. These fish will just settle down in the grass and we'll be able to punch them. For me at least, to get a big bite in the summer on the Delta is either a punch or a frog. Like, well, maybe chatterbait too. Just a fair one. They're biting though. Little fella. I think that's a first on the Delta for me. Yeah, still on the grass line. Chunky. Fishing that same grass line, just punching it now. Kind of wondered if some of them were way down buried in there. At least one was. Oh God. Thank you. You guys are good luck. Another flip fish. See, as this tide keeps dropping, you can see the grass line we're fishing. I think these fish are just starting to hunker down in it. You guys are definitely in the grass. Man, you just feel that bite, you swing, and you think for a split second it's a big one. Oh, dang it. Lost him. Oh my God. Well, still not the size we're looking for, but that woke me up a little. Hey. Froggy on the cheese. Alright guys, it's about 2:30 and I think we're gonna call it a day. You know, we caught fish today, they were biting, just not the size we were looking for. And again, for me, it would have taken one big fish, and that would have helped the confidence, potentially coming back to this spot for Saturday's tournament. None of that happened, just caught small, medium-sized fish today. Kind of a slow morning, caught a few on topwater, buzzbait, and then it slowed down, and really what we ended up doing was moving out to the outside of the grass line as the water was moving out, and slow rolling that SLOBBERKNOCKER right along that grass line. Those fish were setting up and we were getting bites that way. And then when the tide got real low, I think a lot of these fish hunkered in the grass, and that's when we punched a few out of the grass, which was always a fun bite, and it gives you that split second of hope that it's a tank, but no tanks out of the grass. Yeah guys, not exactly what we're looking for today, but tomorrow is a brand new day, so we'll make our way somewhere else in the Delta, somewhere completely different, and see what's going on there. That said, I'm gonna get home, re-rig some stuff, charge batteries, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for practice day 2. Second cast, I didn't hit it. God, I'm getting flashbacks to the frog tournament. Let's go something totally different. One we haven't thrown yet. The old whippersnap. Okay, don't judge me, but I'm just curious to see if we're going over fish. Yeah, we're busting out the drop shot. I think it's just, I mean, look how high this tide is. It's almost like the high tide is really turning the bite off. Like, I can't figure these fish out at high tide. I think they're on the bottom. That fish was a little deeper. Maybe that's what's going on. These fish with the high tide are pushed closer to the bottom. I mean, that's not a big one by any means, but I have to let that bait sit on the bottom for a minute. And I got a couple of bites down there, so I don't know. All right, dude, put the spinning rod down and focus on the task at hand. Big fish, big bites. Oh my God. What the heck? I know there's no way you guys just saw that because I've got the polarized sunglasses on and I can see in the water and the GoPro doesn't show anything, but as I was just ripping that through the grass, I'm not sure if those fish followed it, but there's like four or 5 pounders swimming with each other. I don't know if they were chasing my bait or if they were chasing each other. Came right up to the boat though. Fishing the SLOBBERKNOCKER a little deeper, kind of like we did yesterday. And I don't know if I can call those followers or what. That was crazy. Those big fish though. 2 big ones. Oh, yeah, that's not a bass. An old stripey. I didn't bring the net because when you don't bring the net, you catch big fish. Lose my bait. Right, come here, son. It's a big one, just wrong species. There we go. Yeah, see? Huh. Okay, there's fish here. I've seen them cruising around. I don't know. Like we said yesterday, we need a couple of big bites. We need to catch a big one to gain that confidence in an area. Kind of got a pattern for a bait that I can at least get bit on. Just a high tide bait, we'll say. Punching this stuff later. We're definitely coming back and punching this. Got some nice grass, some depth. Just gotta wait for this tide to get a little bit lower before we start punching. Alright, the tide's still really not as low as I'd like for it to be punchy time, but we're just gonna go for it. Alright, Folks, it's 100 degrees and it's just about 12 o'clock. And the bite was not on fire and we weren't catching big fish. So save our energy, save our efforts for tournament day, which by the way, I don't know where we're going. At the beginning of this video, I said the two eligible bodies of water for this Big Bass Brawl are the Delta, any public launch, and Clear Lake. So didn't really find anything. Didn't find any area or technique that I'm really confident in sticking a big one. That all being said, it's the Delta. It changes every day. I think I said that a couple thousand times by now, but you guys get the picture. Tough decision, really tough decision. And I'm not sure if we're gonna make our way to Clear Lake tomorrow or if we're just gonna stick it out on the Delta, somewhere new, somewhere random, maybe some history, and try to get a big one. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about this one. But guys, that is going to do it for the 2 days of practice of the big fish hunt. Sad to say we didn't catch any big fish, but maybe that's a sign that we're saving our big fish for tournament day. We'll think about where we're gonna go for the tournament, which will be the next video. Yak-a-Bass Big Bass Brawl, hourly big bass, and then overall big bass. And yeah, I guess we'll find out when that video airs. So as always, guys, I thank you for watching, for tuning in. Wish me luck for this tournament because definitely gonna need some good fortune for this one. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in that video. See ya.